Alright, guys, welcome back again. Same day, actually, I'm shooting like multiple episodes so that we can keep on dropping these episodes on the tube. Today's video is about yet another a new project, very similar to PEGAXY. So the theory is very similar to that of an PEGAXY project. Also, kind of a card game, strategy-based game. I was looking into this project for a long time. Now, remember, in this planet of crypto, if you are planning to join crypto world or anything, there are three things. First of all, you need to remember. First thing is that do not look for stability. It's a very dark world. You are not looking for stability in planet crypto. Number two is that you are going to ROI at first. So remember that whatever project you're putting in some money, you're ROIing on that. Whatever is extra money that you're making. And the faster you join, the better it is, because at its high, you're never going to ROI at all, because then you're going to face the dip. And when the dip happens, you will try to be super bullish about, and you will try to buy the dip, and it will keep on dipping and all that stuff. So remember this, please do not look for stability in crypto. Do not look for always ROI at first. And if the moment is right, try to get out whenever, as fast as possible. In and out is the best method of in any sort of crypto or any sort of investments that you're doing, which is an ETF. Not considering stocks or anything. Sorry for that. But in stocks also, it's in and out is the best way to make some profits and stuff like that. So with those ethics set, we are going to look into, and before we jump and look into this, totally forgot to talk about it. Always be informed about what's happening. So if you want a stable kind of a growth, ETFs is not a way to make a stable growth. Best things to do is buy gold, and you pile up gold in your place, put it in banks and everything, and you will see that your investments grow. So never think that buying ETFs will offer you stability in your finances or anything. That's not happening. You can skyrocket, you can make thrice or four times, whatever, but that is a scenario which you are taking risk on. So all markets have risk. Remember this, back in the days in stocks, it shows it. Today in stocks, it shows it. In crypto, you should remember this. As you saw the decline of Terra Luna, the amount of people lost that money, amount of, in a moment, in a day, you can go from hero to zero. In a moment, you can lose millions and millions and millions of money just by in your currency, just in a minute. So that's what happens. So remember this. And the last thing, take it out of your mind. You're not here to become a millionaire. You're here to make some passive income. With that mindset, if you enter into any game, you will be not clouded. That's what I meant to say. Don't get clouded with markets and everything. Enough of ethics. Let's go back and drop in on a project that I have been looking for a long time. And for me to get bullish on a project, I have this tendency to look into tokenomics. My only project that I was very new into crypto market, and nobody taught me, or literally nobody gives you advices on crypto market, because it's virtually impossible to advise you on something because it's a volatile market. I learned some mistakes by joining PEGAXY, is that I believed on tokenomics that is not organized, whereas my theory now is to go for tokenomics that is organized. Even though I have some sort of stuff which saved on PEGAXY, which is non-organized tokenomics. Non-organized tokenomics has a very big chance to plummet. It has a very big chance to skyrocket, because it's literally market controlled and all that stuff. So with that, for me to get super bullish, I look into tokenomics at first. So before you join rebelbot, go make sure you're going through white paper. Do not look anything. I just don't look anything in white paper anymore because most of the white papers are never followed. Sorry for tapping the mic. Their token is RBLS, and RBLS token allocation is the main thing that I'm looking for. For me, P2e 30%, staking 10%, public sale 3%, private sale 9.5%, seed is 10%. Doesn't matter to me a lot. As a person who is investing on the game, needs to know one thing, that there is marketing, that the game should not die. And then there is a 5% which is allotted to advisors. This is very critical. My knowledge should not be more than the person who is making this game. My knowledge should be inferior to the person who is making this game. My knowledge should be inferior to the person who is maintaining the economy of the game. That is what you need to think. The moment you see that you are getting an idea that that this will not do good, or some sort of project is not doing good, that is the moment you pull out. You know why? Because you have to understand this, that you need to know about yourself. You need to know how much knowledge you have. And if you see that a team's expectations of tokenomics or token economics falls under that, you're under your category, that means that project is not going to thrive. So I am bullish about this only because there's 5% advisors and 8% of the token allocation goes for marketing with a lot of burning mechanics. So before we jump in, I just want to show you one more stuff, is that I have invested on this game, and I do have lands on rebelbots, only for the reason is that I saw those stuff, I saw the tokenomics. It's a strategy-based game. It will have scholarship, and I already have scholars from PEGAXY and other stuff. So it will be easy for me to manage. And this is what, as a manager, as an investor, small investor, you need to look at. What should be an easy way for you to manage? That's what should be your number one priority. Remember this, if you are managing crypto for people, if you're advising something for crypto, please make sure it is in your hand to analyze the best of the best situation. That's what I meant to say. So at first, land sold is, so there's a total of 150,000 lands available, out of which 83K got sold. I think I bought it on the day of launch, like the exact 5th minute of person. And we actually sold, the game actually sold around about 80,000 lands was sold on the first day. In one wallet, you can buy 10 lands. Each land is 75 USDC. Now, for me, I believe in diversity of assets. I do not believe in concentration of assets. One of my major mistakes was to concentrate everything, pulling out of everything, bringing it to PEGAXY at the time of rise. I pulled out literally a lot of my other assets and put it into PEGAXY. And for me, I usually tend not to put in a lot of my own personal money, which I literally do not touch. It's a certain amount of money that is generated from YouTube revenues, goes to all these projects so that I can test and try it out and present an opinion. This is my third project that we will be monitoring super closely, and you will be a part of it. So in a week, we are going to dedicate a day for rebelbots with all progresses, whatever I'm making, how I'm analyzing this, is there a way to profit or not. Sunflower Land is our second project. PEGAXY is our third project. PEGAXY, I do not talk about it because the market is saturated. So for PEGAXY, there is a lot of content creators that talks about PEGAXY. So I do not touch PEGAXY at all. Guilds were already done. So if you wanted to be a guild, you had to be whitelisted. It has already been done. And now these lands are open for any public. So go ahead and think about it. Make sure that you know your budget to spend, that you have allocated to test and try few P2e projects here and there. And if you are having that 75 USDC, I am bullish just because it has very good tokenomics. The economy model is very good, but I'm not a sage, and I'm not seeing the future. In crypto, if anybody sees the future, he's probably profit. and that's what he is. Otherwise, nobody sees the future of crypto. When everybody thought that Terra Luna is one of the most stable coin out there, you saw what a governance attack can do to a crypto market, to one of the most stable coins up there in a day. It took not even like, it took few hours and everything was gone. So remember this. These are, stuff that you need to learn while you are heading and investing on this P2e move to earn games, which we are going to come back later on another episode, P2e games and everything. So once you purchase a land, you get 3 bots. With the help of these 3 bots, basically you'll be maintaining these 3 bots and you're going to be fighting against each other. Basic PEGAXY kind of a thing. Do they have gaming guilds? They do have gaming guilds. You can fill this up, but I think they are already done, so you cannot make gaming guilds or anything, because they have a unique renting system, scholar management tool, gaming courses. So remember this, they have all the tools that they need, that you need for, like in an PEGAXY format. They have scholar management tools, they have unique renting tools and gaming courses for people, those who are building guilds. So if you want to reinvest on this game, like pumping a lot of money, this might be a route, and you have all these tools available. Usually other ones, they do not have these tools available, but rebelbots has these tools available for you. Now let's go to regular rebelbots, and let's talk about something that you guys probably do not know. Rebelbots actually is partnered up with Ubisoft, so they have partnership. They are not a regular, company, making stuff and all that stuff. Their key investor is Ubisoft, Overwolf, and Makers Fund. I mean, I would say Ubisoft and Overwolf is probably something that's going to attract you. You probably would not know Makers Fund, but Ubisoft and Overwolf is one of their key investors. That's what makes this game a little bit more attractive. Also, we will be keeping an eye on Ubisoft from day one when we have joined. We are going to see that whether they are going to be with this project for a long time. If they are not going to be in this project, the moment they are out of the project, remember this, everything is going to crash. So make sure whenever you invested, even in the future, try to keep an eye on their key investors, whether they're sticking to the game or whether they're getting out of the game. Remember back in the days, 2020, 2021, there was a Formula 1 racing game, and they had licenses from Formula 1. One of the most expensive NFTs back in the days, just a year and a half back, was that Formula 1 racing game where you could buy cars, which was a digital NFT car. You could race it and make the token, mint the token, and you could sell the token for a higher value. So there was a lot of value. That project died just because they could not renew the license. So these are some stuff that you need to look into. Partners, Polygon Studios, obviously, and this is what I'm super happy about, is the token allocation technique that they are using, or they're sharing it, and also they are unlocking this token in a certain schedule. That's pretty good. And you will see that that their whole economy of development is pretty transparent. That's all you need to know. Whereas a lot of other ones will not give you something exciting. So how do you play this game? Well, basically it's a card game. So you'll have different sort of strategies at the bottom, and then you're going to use that strategy in a war. After your war is done, you will have to maintain your robots. So you'll see there's hit points, there's different class, which is military bots, industrial and engineer bots. Right now you're going to get randomized. You're going to get random classes whenever you buy lands or anything, which you cannot decide, but later on when thing progresses, you can build up your own army. Also, they have one more very important thing, which I totally forgot to show you guys, is kingdom players. So every player is a part of a gaming kingdom, right? So players can choose to which kingdom they would like to join by acquiring land in that specific kingdom, which means that you and 3 of your friends can be together playing together, because they do support multiplayer. That means 3 of your friends can join in and play multiplayer modes against 3 of other guys from a different kingdom. So, which is kind of fun. And you can earn soil if you are a casual player just by completing missions, play person versus environment, but competitive players gets to play the PvP, which is person versus player. And you can earn soils, you can earn spark and parts, and you can compete tournaments, and finally you can earn RBLS, which is their main token rather than in-game token, which is soil. So these are some stuff that you need to understand, probably comprehend what might be going on and everything. And then battles are held between 2 sides. Each has 3 fighting bots. These robots are used by kingdom players to win battles, gain game resources, and increase the player's matchmaking rating. So basic MMR thing, which is you will see that is already implemented in AXI. The highest MMR, player, is one of those players where that you treasure in your scholarship, and you try to keep that guy in your, in your team or anything. Basically, that same stuff will happen in rebelbots. Each fighting bot is made from 5 different parts. So you will see as a burn mechanic, these parts can be once built, players will not be able to change the robot parts. Parts have different rarity that will determine the strength of the card in the battlefield and its cost. So once you have built this, you would not be able to change the robot parts, but you can, again, it's a very good burn technique where you can burn and you can change the parts on the arms and everything. But once you have done that, you would not be able to change everything. So as per vision goes, as per tokenomics goes, as per availability goes, as per price goes, it is in that sweet spot. It's not very expensive, it's not very cheap, it sits at the sweet spot very, very early if you join in. ROI, I cannot talk to you about ROI right now because I have not started the game. By tonight, probably things are going to change, because from tonight, maybe we can compete and check this out. So we'll be waiting for tonight what's happening. And I'm going to post a video about rebelbots. I have 2 lands on this. And once I join and try to understand how this works or anything, we are going to do some scholarships. I have a couple of people on mind that I want to select as scholars, and we'll check this out. And I'm super bullish about this game, just because amazing partnership which is required, shows very, very strong partnership with Ubisoft and Overwolf Studios, a good tokenomics, unique management of scholars for guilds, where you get like scholars management tools and all that stuff, because some they do not offer you that. And $75 you get land and 3 bots. That's amazing. That's actually good news everywhere, to be honest. That is the reason I'm bullish about this. So that's it from the channel Techado. I hope you guys enjoyed this presentation. You obviously can help me by following me on my socials, if you have followed this channel for a long time, you already know that once I pick up a project, I will go through the project till the end of these days, until and unless so I am not available in YouTube, or that game is not available in this metaverse or not. So yeah, we are going to keep a close eye on this. So stay tuned, stay focused, stay bullish about rebelbots, because it's an amazing platform. They have amazing tokenomics, and it is well written white paper. If they can follow that white paper, that's what we are going to check, because a lot of these P2e games, they write something else. In the end, the game turns around something else. We've seen this multiple times happening with a lot of other projects. So till then, goodbye, take care, and stay happy. That's what matters in crypto world. You have to stay happy, not a lot of financial pressure on you. Just relax and stay happy. Goodbye.